Hi there. Proverbs are smart little sentences that non-native speakers of English can use to convey a message or a piece of advice in a very effective way. Today I am going to talk to you about 10 useful proverbs. Welcome to the Fluency Drive. This is Madhu here. Number 1. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. This proverb tells us that what we have with us is more valuable than what we hope to get. And there is a risk of losing even what we have when we unnecessarily run after something thinking that it's better. Quite a few employees these days quit their jobs with the fond hope of getting better ones. And when the right opportunities do not come by, they remain unemployed for months and sometimes even years at a stretch. The same thing is applicable even for personal relationships. Youngsters these days split or break up without thinking twice, only to realize the mistake very soon. But by the time they realize, it could be too late, and they end up neither having the first one nor the second. Next, better safe than sorry. By taking simple precautions, we can avoid or at least minimize the damage done by certain unexpected incidents. On the other hand, if we are careless and hasty, such incidents can hurt us badly. By wearing a helmet or a seat belt, depending on the vehicle you have, you can come out scot-free even if you were to meet with an accident. By installing a fire safety system, you can minimize the loss in case a fire disaster happens. Next, every cloud has a silver lining. This proverb is used to encourage people passing through difficult situations. Even a dark cloud has a bright outer lining. We call it silver lining. Likewise, the toughest of situations will have some bright spots. If those spots are identified and focused upon, we can handle such situations in a better way. This proverb oozes optimism. Next, first things first. Short, crisp, but loaded with wisdom. We all have a lot of things to do at any given point of time. And ironically, we are aware of the importance of things. But being human beings, we are emotional and tend to do things we like rather than doing things that should be done. For instance, there is a person who has a health issue. He also has to go on a vacation. So he has to attend to that health issue first and then plan a vacation. Imagine a situation where he goes out on a vacation without taking care of his health. But there is every chance of his vacation turning into a nightmare. So first things first. Or take the case of a girl who finds mathematics difficult. So every day, first thing in the morning, she has to practice maths and take up other subjects later on. Next, don't bite more than you can chew. Sometimes in haste, we bite a lot of food, and invariably that hurts our teeth, gums, tongue, or even cheeks. Similarly, people who attempt to do too much hurt themselves and even get disappointed. So it's essential to have an awareness of one's strengths and weaknesses, and one should attempt very much within his or her limitations. Most of the students try to do too much just before the exams and get into a lot of trouble. Sometimes they even forget everything in the exam hall. Instead, they should try to do things in a selective manner by picking important topics and studying sensibly. Even IAS aspirants go for selective study. Or imagine an employee trying to impress his boss or immediate superior, promising to do too much. The chances of his missing the deadline or delivering a substandard job are very high. Next, don't count the chickens before they hatch. Not all eggs that are placed under a brooding hen hatch. Some of them may get spoiled. You will get to know about the actual number only after the hatching is over. Similarly, a person who is planning to do something should not base his plans on expectations. Booking a car today, anticipating a perk or increment next month, may lead to disappointment. A person starting a business thinking that everything will unfold in an expected manner may end up in a huge problem, or may end up in huge problems. Next, don't cry over spilled milk. Imagine a situation where milk is spilled on a table or ground. There's nothing you can do about that. So worrying on that is meaningless. Such things keep happening every day. Like a scar on a shirt, a scratch on the car. Many such things happen day in and day out. So worrying over such trivial things will rob you of valuable time and mental peace. So all of us should find out ways and means to ignore them and move over. Next, striking the iron when it is hot. Iron is a tough metal, but in red hot condition, it becomes quite malleable. A blacksmith can beat it into desirable shapes in that condition. In the same manner, some seemingly difficult or complicated problems can be solved easily at an appropriate time. This proverb emphasizes the importance of timing. Things should be done in proper time. After or before that, putting a lot of effort doesn't make any difference. For example, youngsters should learn as many skills as possible when they're young. Because once they become old, they won't have the same kind of receptivity or enthusiasm. Next, the early bird gets the worm. We all know that some of the birds eat worms and insects. And worms and insects mostly come out of the soil or bark early in the morning. So the birds that hop onto the branches or onto the compound wall will have a better chance of eating such worms. The proverb emphasizes the importance of starting early. By starting early, the chances of your acquiring something or accomplishing something will improve manifold. A customer walking into a shopping mall early stands a better chance of getting his hands on a branded item which is in great demand than a person who goes late. Next, the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. This is a wonderful proverb which highlights one of the basic aspects of human nature. Most of us have the tendency to think that things outside are better and that others are better off, be it your colleagues, friends, or relatives. Such an attitude may lead to jealousy or even depression. So the moral of the proverb is contentment is the key for happiness. One should be grateful for what one possesses rather than comparing with others in order to lead a happy life. I hope you liked the video. Please like, share and subscribe. Until our next video, stay safe. Bye.